nobody gonna tell you this, but you don't owe nobody nothing. This is the season for you to learn how to receive without trying to reciprocate. This is the season for you to receive and not give. You have been a giver for so long. That's why in relationships you're a giver. In romantic relationships and platonic relationships, you're a giver. Wherever you go, you're known as the giver. And you're wondering why like people don't treat you the way you treat other people, because you're constantly in the giving mode instead of the receiving mode. And we have to get into the why. Like, why am I like this? But before we do, y'all make sure y'all like this video and subscribe to my channel if y'all would like more spiritual advice and just spiritual guidance. But let's get back to the why. The reason why we're always giving is because we were taught to. As kids, we were taught to. We feel like we owe somebody something. And in owing somebody something, it kind of ties into a burden. I know, especially for me, that in order for me to not feel like a burden to somebody who has me in receiving mode, who wants to give, I can't help but give back. Or I can't help but say, oh my God, I wish I could give you something. You did this big thing for me. You did a favor for me. Whole time they wanted to. And it was nothing off their back to do that for you. But we are so used to, from childhood, feeling like we owe somebody something. And it's because we had parents who feel like we owe them for birthing us. A lot of parents have this thing about them, this entitlement to everything we work hard for. All of the money, when we become adults, all of the money that we receive, they feel like they're entitled to. They feel like they're entitled to the long speeches about, like, I got to thank my mama. Like, once you say you thank God, you got to say you thank your mama or your daddy, because of everything that they sacrifice. And they're going to let you know that I sacrificed so much for you. They're never going to let you forget that. And so you go through life feeling like, oh, I'm such a burden, because constantly I hear somebody saying they sacrifice so much for me, and it makes me feel sad. I would never want you to do that. I would never ask you to do that. Whole time, didn't nobody tell you to have me. You did this. This was a decision that you decided to make, and you're making me pay for it. These are years. Like, if you would have sat down and planned out your, how to have a baby and planned out the right time instead of putting yourself in a financial bind, I wouldn't feel like, wow, I'm the reason why you don't have money. I'm the reason why you're struggling. I'm the reason why you can't take the job that you want to take, because you have a child. And when we're told all of this stuff in our minds, we go through life feeling like a constant burden. And where you're headed, God is saying, where I'm taking you, you're not going to feel like a burden over there. So I need you to understand that wherever you go, I need you to be comfortable. Wherever you go, I don't care how nobody treats you, because comfortability is something that we have within. I am comfortability, not I want to be comfortable. I am comfortability. I am wanted everywhere I go. The spaces that I am in, people want me in these spaces. People are inviting me to these spaces. So I am not a burden. When people take care of me, it's because they want to take care of me. But that's how we have to rewire our minds. Those are the things that you have to tell yourselves. Like, when I moved in with my mother-in-law, it was hard for me. She's such a giver. So that put me in a position to receive, and I couldn't help but give. And I had to learn a lesson, like, it's okay for you to receive. She would buy me food and just say the meal would come up to like $20-something for me. And I would be like, I do not want you to buy that. But then I have to ask myself, are you not deserving of this meal? Like, I would just want a 3-piece fish or a 2-piece fish, and I'll say, okay, it came up to like $20. And she'll be like, okay, and she'll hand me the money. But for me, because I didn't want to feel like a burden, I felt like I wasn't good enough for that type of meal. That's really what you're saying. That's really essentially what you're saying, because my parents would not do that. They would say, I've already done so much for you. I'm not going to do this other thing for you. That's too much. But this is the thing with me, and I had to sit down and think about this a lot. Our parents teach us that when you become an adult, you have to take care of yourself. And that is the truth. Like, financially, emotionally, a lot of things, we have to learn how to be dependent. We can't be codependent on our parents. That's true. But our parents then flip the switch, right? You go through life working hard to succeed and to be abundant for yourself now that you are an adult, just for them to say, oh, hey, you remember I raised you? I am still entitled to that. And in my mind, I'm saying, okay, you taught me that grown adults take care of themselves. That's what you taught me. That when you become an adult, you're on your own and you can take care of yourself, right? You can pay your own bills and you can do all these things for yourself. But what you're telling me is that that does not apply to you. I become a grown adult to take care of myself just to turn around and take care of the grown adult who told me to take care of myself. We have to get out of feeling like we owe people, and the biggest people we feel like we owe are our parents. A lot of times God is not going to bless you because you're sitting back saying, oh, when I get this big money, I'm going to give back to my mama, and I'm going to give back to my siblings, and I'm going to give back to cousins and family and my dad. And it's just like, these are people who do not pour into you. You're not giving back to these people because they're pouring into you. You're trying to give back to these people because they did the bare minimum. God said you were a thought before your parents ever even, I guess, slipped up or whatever whatever caused you to be here, whatever the reason you're here. You were a thought. God had already had your life planned out. God had already knew you before your parents even conceived you or thought about conceiving you. God knew you. And so I just feel like we give so much credit to our parents. Our parents were picked to be the ones to birth us, to have us and bring us into this world. God had already had a plan for me. We want to feel, I don't know, we want to give so much to them, but we don't understand. They feel so entitled. When we become successful, they feel like, well, I brought you into this world. I told you to do this. I told you to go after that career. Now look at you. You're so successful because I told you to do it, because I raised you, and because I sacrificed everything, and because I worked 3 jobs and da-da-da-da. Whole time, you're the reason why you are where you are. Nobody can say that they taught me what I do now. I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm the only one doing it. Which means that I had to pick up a book. Which means that I had to unlearn some stuff and relearn some stuff. I give the credit to me and to God. I give the credit to the people who God brought around me, who actually are helping me, who don't make me feel like a burden, who understand that they just want to give to me, and they understand that I'm not in a position to give. See, some of us be feeling bad because we're not in a position to give. Whole time God put you in that position so that you could just receive. That's why you're not in a position to give, because it's not time for you to give. We feel like when somebody do for us, we just got to go right into giving. I want to give to you. I want to give to you. Only I thought I did that because I love that person. No, it's because I don't want to feel like a burden. I'm not even doing this for you. I'm doing this because I don't want to feel like a burden. And then when I end up feeling like a burden anyways, or the person upsets me, I'm going crazy, because my intentions were not to just help that person. I wanted to feel comfortable inside somebody's home, inside somebody's space. But God is definitely saying some of y'all have parents who did the bare minimum. I'm sorry, and I hate to say it. A lot of people are going to say bringing you into this world is a big thing. Some of them, they did the bare minimum, which was keep you alive by law. By law, okay? And some of them weren't even good at just making sure you were safe. Some of them weren't even good at making sure you were comfortable. They kept you alive. And we feel like we owe everything to people who kept us breathing. When by law, it's so crazy, because I used to, when people would say like, are you giving your parents something for Mother's Day, Father's Day? And I just be like, what did they give me? Like, I have kids now. I focus on my family that I am creating. And I don't think it's fair for parents to every holiday, every season, expect something for grown adults who are trying to get their life together. If I give you something, fine, but you shouldn't feel entitled to the things that I work hard for now for my kids. This is not for you. I don't work hard for you, because remember, I'm an adult. I'm on my own. I got to take care of myself. So I need you to be an adult and take care of yourself. Now, you don't have to take care of me now. That's the blessing, that now I am an adult. You don't have to take care of me now. But somehow you still want me to take care of you. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And so I feel like as a collective, it's time for us to let go of that generational curse, feeling like our parents just kept us alive. And it's funny to me because they were just doing what they're supposed to by law. Once you have a kid, you got to take care of it by law. I don't owe you anything. You're following the law. But it's just encouragement for people to be able to receive. Stop trying to receive and give. Stop constantly trying to give. It's not time for you to give. It's not time for you to bend your back for people. It's time for you to lay back with your feet up, with your hand open, while people are just giving to you. It's time for you to receive. Get out of the position of a giver and get in the position of a receiver. That's the position that you are truly supposed to be in. Truly.